a quote from Andy Miller, co-owner of Energy Esports, as well as the co-owner of the Sacramento Kings. You have to be a good storyteller. This is what he told me in an interview I did with him. And so, this is Professional Gaming Day, and most of it will practically be me telling my story of how I was able to organize this day. I played a lot at the ABGO, which was the Newton Gaming Center, and it was just a blast to compete against people when they were right across from you, and when you're playing with 4 other people that you've been practicing. First of all, esports in general is regarded as something very dumb, and why are people so intrigued about it? And also, the East Coast is the worst place to have anything start up for anything gaming related, because everything's in the West Coast. So I wanted to change that by trying to organize a scrimmage against another school around our area, Revere High School, who also participated in the high school Star League. I didn't know that much, but I did know that VU had a League of Legends team, and I also had a friend that was going to VU who graduated last year. So I hit him up on League of Legends, and I was like, hey, can you tell me who the organizer for the VU League of Legends team is? And he gave me her contact. And I was like, yo. So that's when I started to have the idea of creating this day. Now, before you create a day, you have to run the proposal to the principal, in this case, Mr. Aronson. And running this idea through him was a very long process. I had the idea for around a month or 2, but every single time I wanted to meet with him, something bad happened. So the first meeting I was supposed to have with him, I went on the wrong day. The second meeting was, there was a snowstorm. The third meeting, like right before the day was about to be over, there was a bomb threat called to our school, so there was a shelter in place. And the last one is, we organized it, and when we were supposed to meet, he was actually in Spain. So finally, after a month, I was able to talk with him about it, and he approved of this idea. Also, at Carnegie Mellon again was my former teammate, a girl. And you know, she's pretty okay, but you know, her boyfriend, you know. So anyways, when I went to Carnegie Mellon, there was actually a former professional player that also goes to Carnegie Mellon. His name is Patrick Linsman, also known as Mega Zero. So she was able to introduce me to him. And with that, he was able to tell me about how it was participating competitively, and just how he took a gap year from Carnegie Mellon to pursue his dreams. I actually wanted to interview the girl from Boston University that was the player development coach, because she was in the area. So it was really great to go all the way to BU and just have a 30-minute interview with her and just talk to her in person. I also had the chance to meet the coach of Robert Morris University, the university that was the first to offer scholarships to their students. And it was just really insightful what he thought the future was for his team, and just how confident he sounded. And when he talked, he just referred to his team as a real sport, which is just really interesting, because so many people have the stigma that League of Legends, or just games in general, aren't sports, and then you have people that are dedicated to it just treating it like any other sport, like soccer or baseball.
Now for some introductions, my name is Adam. I'm currently a rising sophomore at the University of Michigan, studying computer engineering. And I was also actually part of the Newton South class of 2015, so I live pretty close by.
Hey guys, again, I'm Andy. I go to Harvard, I'm a rising senior. I study philosophy and statistics, and I'm here to talk about running a club, a gaming club on college campus, and also being a part of a team.
So when I first got to UMich, I was really surprised that the scene there for esports and League of Legends was really big. Actually, when I joined their Facebook group, there was more than 900 members in there, and I was really shocked by that. And one day, I was looking on there, and I saw that they had a trial process for a team, a competitive team, and I was like, hey, I've been playing this game for so long, why not try out for it, see how far I can go? So the club held bi-weekly LAN parties, so every 2 weeks, the club would host an event where people would be able to bring a computer in and play games with their friends, which is fun.
And my first champion I ever played, actually, was Timo. Timo was free that week, and my friend, like, I guess he was trolling me, but I have no idea. He was like, dude, yeah, this champion's super strong, like, you gotta play this champion. So I picked it up, and I like played it until like level 15 or something. That was the next topic. So when I got to college, when I got to Harvard, I was immediately looking in the, the brochures of like the student clubs, like the list of student organizations that exist. I was looking for like something gaming related, something esports related, even like maybe a League of Legends club, because I've heard like other colleges have these. But I was so shocked to find that Harvard didn't have any of it. Like absolutely nothing. Like not even like a general gaming club, like nothing like that. All they had was like board games. That's like, I like board games, but it's no league. Finally, in November of 2014, just a year after my post on the 2017 page, we got recognized by Harvard. So, we started showing up in the brochures, and now, some version of me out there is gonna look in this brochure and be like, oh, sweet, there's an esports association, I'm gonna join it. So the club has a couple partnerships with Steel Series, with Test Club, which is a subdivision of Blizzard, with Ultimate Team Gear, and very recently, actually, with Gamer Sensei. My co-president, Jason, who I mentioned, actually just sent them an email. Just sent an email to the marketing director of like the entire company and said, hey, we're this club at Harvard, and we're wondering if you're willing to, sponsor us and give us free things, and we'll just use your things. And like that's literally like the email. Of course, it's a little longer, but it's basically that's the gist. It's that easy, guys. And then you can think of Tesla almost as like a frat or sorority for like gaming clubs. It just so happened that I happened to be one of the best at Harvard. I really didn't expect it because I don't think I'm not even that good. But I guess Harvard just like has lack of quality right now. Yeah, kind of sucks. It's good and bad, I guess. What's the other question?
How do you get all those Tesla car packs for Harvard?
Oh, can you get one?
Yeah, I can get one.
You gotta be a Harvard student. I mean, you just get to Harvard.
So, my name is Bryan, Rasbury.
Hi, Bryan.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. I like that. And I represent the balance patch. And we'll discuss about the balance patch later on in this discussion. To some people, everybody starting a business is not necessarily an entrepreneur. So the specific definition for an entrepreneur is someone who steps out of an already established structure or stability of an employer and takes on risk themselves in order to profit. The main thing that an entrepreneur must know is there a need? Before you do anything, you have to understand whatever market you're trying to enter. You need to take time to research and know your potential customers. And TBS is going to be doing 2 10-week tournaments that are held weekly that are holding weekly matches on Friday nights. So no longer are these large companies seeing esports and its fans as just a little pastime or joke. It's becoming a real thing, and it's happening now. So just the average concurrent viewership for viewers is 550,000. That's just whenever people are watching. That's the number that people are watching actively. And then as you see the top number, all right, that's a lot of numbers. Yeah. Scroll down, yeah. Yep. And so when they peaked, it's about 2 million viewers at the highest. And so that's this is just to watch video games. This is not to watch, movies. It's not to go shopping. It's nothing of that. It's just to watch somebody else playing a video game. Yes, go ahead.
I find it fascinating, almost unbelievable, that you're saying that video game company made more than the motion picture company.
Absolutely.
I find that hard to believe. But, I mean,
It's hard. It's really hard to believe when
because it's not.
you
I
think
wouldn't say game
movies
is
and you think
mainstream.
big. Everybody watches movies and stuff. Video games, maybe it's for the niche of
I find that
people.
Fascinating.
It's just
Unbelievable.
I think it's unbelievable. As you can tell, professional gamers are celebrities within the gaming industry or community. And just like any celebrity, endorsements and sponsorships follow. So the International Business Times writes, esports fans may be an advertiser's dream come true. By representing a company or a brand, these professional gamers are being seen by millions and billions of viewers. So gamers are but most commonly perceived as not very outgoing people. But the past few years have proven this to be untrue. They just needed venues and events that match their interests. Conventions, events, and tournaments sell out and become packed with people who are willing to go out to be part of a community that matches their passion. We discussed professional gamers and how esports as a whole has grown rapidly. However, most of this has been taking place in the West Coast, primarily in California. What we saw lacking in the Boston area, or the East Coast in general, was the infrastructure to foster competitive gaming and locations to host regular events. If there were any events occurring, they were being held in spaces designed for something else. We're talking basements, restaurants, houses, and bookstores. Though gamers were craving live interaction, dedicated spaces created just for esports were few to none. Our primary focus within the gamer demographic will be creating a place people can come to play on their own using our consoles and high-end PCs. This will also create a place where people can come to meet and learn from others who have similar interests, creating an environment for them to feel welcome in. We are aiming to host an event every day for an established set of games and have a rotating monthly event schedule. Whenever there are major video game events or tournaments, we'll be having viewing parties, creating thrilling atmospheres of being there live. Sir?
I don't understand the name of your company. Why did you call it Balance Patch?
Good question, actually. So when you get into the competitive scene, basically what needs to happen and what people need to feel is that everything is balanced. So if you pick maybe a certain weapon, or if you play a certain character, it has to be based on skill that you win against someone, not because one character is stronger than the other, one gun is better than the other. So as people play, the companies and creators of these games try to make them as balanced as they can, but it's never enough. So as people play, they have comments, and you have stats that show, okay, with this gun, people are winning 90% of the time, opposed to 50, which should be the norm, or something like that. And you start to get an idea of where things need to be. A balanced patch is a patch or a fix that gets released to make everything balanced.
And it's a gaming
It's a gaming
lingo.
Yeah, it's a